Good afternoon, guys. So today we got a PS4 original. The customer says the problem is it's not reading games. I've already tested it. So you put a disc in, sounds like the laser's trying to move around, and then sorry, it's going to adjust the mic quickly there. You can hear the lasers moving around, and then what it will do is it will try and spin, and it'll make a clicking noise. So when you get that, you know that it's the laser that's faulty, and the laser needs to be replaced. So this customer's been with us before, a couple of years ago. See our originals, well, our seal's still on the console. So it's a customer that comes back to us and only comes to us for these repairs. And like I said, it was a few years back already, but yeah, this time it's just a laser issue. It's a little bit dirty, needs a bit of a clean. We'll have a look at what it looks like inside now. Let's get some light there. Alright, so let's grab our T8, and then what we'll do is we'll try and see what the problem is here and why it's not reading games. It's obviously going to be the laser. Like I said, I know it's going to be the laser. Oh, I hope there's no spider in here. See, there's a bit of a spider web. I'm not too keen on spiders. Oh, okay, let's have a look. There are plenty cockroach machines full of infestations, but I don't mind that so much. But when it comes to spiders, I'm not the biggest fan. So that corner was here by the hard drive. I don't see anything there. Maybe it'll jump out on me just now. Anyway, let's quickly pop off the top cover. I'm just going to take the seals off. Yeah, we'll have to take this one off. We might as well just take the seal off. Okay, it wasn't really on properly, so it probably had it on and we took it off again. We just put it basically back on again. Alright, so those two seals are out. Let's just grab these two screws in the back here so we can get the covers off. There's actually 4, 3 on the bottom cover, 2 on the, 1 on the top. That's 4. Alright, so it's all out. Let's pop off the top cover quickly. Alright, let's see. No spiders? No spider. A little bit dirty, but no spider. I see that this one was also struggling to switch on when I started to press the power button the first time I tried. Maybe it was just a bit of dust. I'll just give this a good clean before customer comes and fetches it. We try and always blow all the consoles out, give them a good clean. Alright, let's plug out the fan. Well, we need to get to the bottom first, so let's pop the bottom cover off, so we'll see how bad it looks now, all the dust. Okay, it's not too bad. The fan's a little bit dusty, but it's not too bad. We always recommend bringing it in for a yearly service, or any console you have, bring for a yearly service so we can just clean it out properly. Just your console will last longer and give less problems at the end of the day. Let's have a look. So power supply, pop out power supply. If you guys don't want to watch me strip the console, you guys can fast forward. This is the first gen PS4. One of the first ones, the old ones. I didn't check what model number it was now. It's another 1004 111 model. Let's have a look. This is going to be a 1004. It's a 5-pin power supply in it, so this is a 1004 model. Power supply is a little bit dirty. A lot of dust collecting there, so we'll blow that out too just now, because we don't want that dust to create a problem. Oh, I see more spider webs. Okay, so the spider webs down here on this plug here. Alright, let's pull that out because we have to pull the plug out in any case. I've got a feeling that spider is inside the power supply. So, as I was saying, you've got to get the dust out all over on these consoles, because what happens is the dust collects between certain parts inside the power supply, and then the power supply eventually blows. And or collects on the main board under this plate. And then also components short out on the main board, and that's why we recommend doing the service at least once a year. You know, you can avoid so many problems just by doing a full service at least once a year, replacing thermal paste, re-oiling the gears and that in the disk drive if need be. If the drive's struggling to take in and out, clean the rollers, re-oil the gears, all of that type of stuff. But on this one, the drive's taking in nicely. We'll still probably just give the disk drive itself just a good service and, like I say, re-oil the gears. While we got it open, we might as well do that. Actually just thinking now, I don't even think we need to, I don't know why I'm stripping everything. Yeah, so used to stripping the Pros and the Slims. We can actually just pop out, get the laser out from the top here. I don't often work on the PS4 originals. My other guys do most of the repairs on the PS4 originals because they're a lot easier. I mainly do the board level repairs and other stuff. I don't really do lasers replacements either anymore. So there's 3 of us working here, and we the other guys mainly do that type of stuff. So yeah, I've got to remember how to do this again. Actually forgot. I actually don't even think I had to take that plate off, but anyway, we're there already, so it's done. Just going to take all of this out. Alright, so we need to grab that one there. I'm doing a video for you guys showing how to strip the console, and I don't even remember because I haven't done lasers for such a long time, or PS4 original repairs. Like I say, I just do the board level stuff now. The guys strip the machines down for me, and then I do the I'll just grab the board, do the repair, and then they put the board back and test for me. Alright, so let's grab that quickly because I know there's one more screw at the bottom. I'm just going to take out the drive board. Alright, that's out. And then just pop that one right there underneath the drive board. Cool. Right, so now we should be able to get the drive out. At least I still remember how to do that. I should have taken the disc out. We'll just take it out manually. Let's put the console on one side. Where's the screw now? It's this side here. Let's just take the disc out manually quickly. Should have taken it out and left it out, but anyway. There's just a screw on the side of the drive. You've got to just push down and then, what's that, anti-clockwise. And then you remove the disc. So you guys can see that, just flip it around. So you see it just comes out, basically. So that just helps you that when you've got a power problem on your console. What have they got in here? FIFA 22. Brand new FIFA game. The new one. So yeah, if you have a problem where you've got a power problem on the side of the console, you can stick in a thin screwdriver, and that goes into that screw there, and it unwinds. It just winds the gears so that you can get the disc out manually. All right, let's quickly pop the top off. I just want to see what it looks like inside here first, on the top side. Because like I said, I'm going to just give this a good clean, and all these gears, what I usually do is I give them a little bit of oil again, just to help the drive, you know, work a little bit less, so it doesn't have to grind and everything against all the dust of it. Alright, let's pop that off. Okay, so it's a single eye laser 490A. That's your laser there. So what happens is this part here, this is the top part of the drive. This goes down, the magnet goes onto your disk drive motor. Okay, one of the motors, the other one moves the laser, this one here. Worm drive, they call it a worm drive. So this one will spin the discs, and then your laser would move up and down and read your discs. So that's what that does. These rollers here get very, very dirty. They're actually very smooth and how can I put it, like a silky feeling to them. They got to be a bit more sticky. So what you can do just to sort that problem out so it pulls in the discs nice and easily is just clean this with isopropanol alcohol, and it will make it a bit more stickier to grab onto the disc a little bit better. These are just the switches. These are little switches that to tell the drive what's happening. A disk is going in or disk is going out. So let's flip this around and let's get the laser out, because we need to get the laser out of the cradle. Like I said, it's a 490A laser on this model. On the newer PS4s, it's usually a 496s, but it can also be a 860 or 492, just depends on what Sony did at that time, or which laser they put in there. I don't like the 496s, so we do a little bit of a mod, and we rather put the 490s in there. The 496s seem to not last as long as the 490As. So yeah, I've been doing this quite a while already, and you start realizing the problems. So let's just grab the, let's just move this back, because you've got to be careful, because the flex itself is still connected to the laser, and the top here, they stick it down. Does this want to come out? No, you've got to loosen the screws. So you've just got a flex here, you just clip that up, okay, and you just pop that out. And on the PS4 Slims, as far as I remember, this just goes up. There's no screws holding it in. This one seems to have screws holding the laser cradle down, or the laser mechanism. Yeah. So it just shows you they as they started changing the designs, they cut corners. I guess every screw you save money here. These screws here aren't on the, as far as I know and I remember, they're not on the PS4 Pros and on the Slims. So this thing just pops out like that. So yeah, so they stopped putting screws in the drive. So there we go, we got the laser mechanism out. So now we need to just replace the laser itself. So all we're going to do is this little holder here. That little holder is for this little leg that runs on the worm motor that moves the laser up and down. So that's how it gets connected to the motor. So all we're going to do now is remove that that screw there. We don't want to break anything. And then on this one, it's a bit of a different design. It's an easier design actually than the PS4's Slims and Pros. We just need to pop those two clamps there that run right all the way around here. Let's remember correctly, yes. And then we can just move this sideways, pop that one out. This just hooks over that bar, so there's nothing holding on, just hooks over. So let's do that quickly. I've got a nice tool to clip these out. I think it's actually just the one side we need to do. Yeah. As I say, I haven't done these for a long time. So there we go. It just clips out like that. It's just a clip that holds that that rod in place so it doesn't move. Just to remember correctly now, I don't think we're gonna have to remove that one too. Yeah, just to loosen it up a little. Okay, pop that one off also. There we go. That's nice and loose now. Move it all the way forward, and then just pop the rod sideways and over, and see if I can get a little bit more light on the situation. Alright, just hold the laser so it doesn't drop out, and then you can just slide the rod out. There we go, there's the other little piece that hooks over to the worm gear, so that comes out, and there we go, and the laser is out. So you don't have to replace the whole drive mechanism. Only time I really do replace this is if that drive motor is gone, but they can also be removed as far as I remember. Is it pressed in? No, it's not pressed in. It's got two small black screws on the side there, so the worm drive can be replaced, but we just replaced the whole mechanism. Alright, so laser's out. So just a quick one. People ask a question, can you clean the laser? You probably could. But as I know from experience, many people that have tried to clean these lasers, they do clean them with something, and it actually eats the lens of the laser. The problem is, it's not the dirt on the laser. It can be if there's a big enough speck of dust on the eye of the laser. But the problem is it goes inside the laser, and it lies inside here. There's actually mirrors inside the laser that will, this diode that's in here, it's like a LED light, will shine a red light or blue light. I think there's one or two on here, there's only one. Into the mirrors, and then it'll shine up into the disc. So the problem is that somewhere else the dirt could be there. So yeah, today we got planes coming over again. As I've told you guys before, we are right in the path of a runway. So that's just a little bit of a info on the lasers itself. If you really want to, you can clip this open and break the glue and try and clean the mirrors and see if that's the problem. But a LED light or a diode, this one here that's inside the laser, has only got a certain lifespan. So now you go through all the trouble, and it's actually that laser diode, the inside there, that's actually just burning out. So is it really worth it? No, not really. I'll just get a new laser, just replace it like we do. It's just not worth trying to clean them, and then it doesn't work, and the laser diode's busy going, or you give it back to the customer, and in a day or two he comes back because now it's still not reading games. That's not good for a customer. You know, it's not good for customer service, because what's going to happen is that's a comeback. And to me, a comeback is not a good thing. You should never have comebacks on your repairs. It just creates a bad vibe for you and the customer, and the customer gets a bad taste in their mouth if they have to come back because they think you didn't do it properly the first time around. And I agree 100% with it. Rather do your repairs properly the first time. Do it with quality parts. Put in the right parts. Don't try and cut corners by cleaning stuff, putting them back. Your customers are going to come back, and I promise you they'll come back because they want you to get it fixed, but they won't come back to you again after that, because they're probably going to think you cut corners. So let's replace this laser. I've got to clean the drive. As I've explained before, I don't edit my videos, so I'm going to put it on pause. I'll just pause the video on my side, but for you guys it won't be paused, okay? It'll just carry on. Just so I can grab another laser, I'm going to clean this drive quickly, blow it out, get rid of all this dust, and then I'm going to replace the laser. So like I say, you don't have to fast forward or anything. I pause the recording itself, and I just start the recording back up again. Just makes it easier for you guys. I'll be back right now. Right, so I've cleaned the drive. Just move the mouse. Clean the drive. We're just going to get a new laser out of the box here. Alright, so the drive has been cleaned up. Just blew it out with dust. I'm going to re-oil it a little bit again. Let's just make a little mark on this laser, just so we know that we're not putting in the wrong laser. Believe me, it happens, and then you've got to open the console again. So we're just making a little bit of an X there, so we don't get these mixed up. Exactly the same laser, as you can see. So just handle them with care. Try not to touch the lens, because then you can damage it. Alright, let's move this laser out the way. We know that's the old one. I'm just going to chuck it in the other lasers box. So yeah, there you go, brand new laser. We'll put that in. I'm just going to move that one side quickly. Let's just rather put it back in the little packet again. You don't want to get dust on it and let it. Just put it in like that. Put it inside there. Alright, so let's quickly see. Well, we're going to actually put it in the cradle now in any case. What I like to do is I just like to, like I said, re-oil everything again. So we use a cotton swab, and then I use some oil. Just going to find it. This is the oil we use in South Africa. We call it a Q20. It's probably a South African brand. Same as the WD-40. Cleans, protects, lubricates. I think it's non-static and all that type of stuff. So this is all we use here. Let's just grab some of that. Like I say, I'm sure it's the same as WD-40. It's just a South African brand. We do get WD-40 in South Africa, but I've never really, I don't know, I don't find a WD-40 with a top like this. The only one I can find is the spray one, and to spray it, it goes all over the place. So I like to use this one so I can just dribble the oil all over it. Okay, let's make sure it goes inside the motor a little bit so it re-oils the motor too at the same time. You rather do it right than you know it's right. Okay, there's a little bit of a fluff on this rod on this side, so let's just oil that one up also. It's got grease on it. They do usually have standard, they do have a grease on them, so I prefer the oil. Okay, we can give this little section here also a little bit of oil because there's it always runs on that motor there, so just that little hook part there. So that's also done. Flip that around, and then this rod will do just now. This is the one that goes through the laser's casing. Alright, let's pop in the new laser. Grab it out the packet nicely, carefully. Alright, so that part there hooks over there. So there's like a little spring type thing there. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Alexa, stop. I don't know, my Amazon device started telling me about Fox News, what the news is today. I didn't even say anything like that, but anyway, probably picked up something. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to put that through there. Okay, then we're going to hook that hook onto the other rod on top. Just get it in like that. Then we move the laser all the way closer to that spindle there. Actually, wait, we've got to get it through there first. Let's just get it through the hole first on that side. Okay, that rod goes through that hole and then it just slides in. Just make sure you got it all the way in because it's got to go all the way down. Okay, that's not in yet. It's still above the adjustment screw. Okay, it's almost there. There we go. So now it's all the way in. Let's put the clamp back. I think we've got to put both of them back. Yeah, let's just quickly do that. Okay, there's one. Just make sure they're clamped in properly, or they're clicking over that little part there. There you go. Okay. Is this one good? Okay, that's good. Alright, not touching the laser. I think I was supposed to put back this part first. Do I? Yes, I do. Damn. Still not touching the laser. Make sure you don't touch the laser. The lens itself. You know what, we can actually put that, forgot actually to put that clamp in first. And then we can just pop it over. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. It's going to be so much easier. Okay, so pop it around. It's got little places there where it's shining a little bit, but it's got two little places there where the laser clips in over that, and your little black screw needs to go in that hole there. And don't tighten this too tight because then you strip the screw. Okay, and then you're gonna have a problem. Okay, so you just nip it, just 2 fingers. Don't over tighten it. This isn't a car that you over tighten everything. It's not your wheels. It's not your car's wheels that your wheel nuts that you're putting back onto your car. Just nice and slightly nip it. Okay, let's get that back in there. Alright. Which way do I have to go? That side. I think this light's causing a bit of a reflection, but if I move it too much, then you guys aren't going to be able to see. Alright, and then yeah, let's move that all the way. Let's move that all the way to the front. Got to get that through the hole. Actually got to lift it up a little bit first. Get it through the bottom hole first, and then over. Just take note when you know, it's difficult to see it on camera, but just take note when you're stripping it, just exactly how the parts were in there. You know, I mean, that's the easiest way. Got to go all the way up first. Come on, there you go. Alright, so it's all the way in now. Let's do our clips again. As long as you just keep note of what you've been doing and how it came out, you'll be fine. Just don't worry about it. Come on. Other one. Is it the other one? No, it's that one. Okay, perfect. Clip this one over. Okay, clipped in perfectly. Alright, so the laser's done. The last thing I want to do is this rod on this side. We didn't oil that. Let me just make sure everything looks good. Yeah, feels good. So I'm just going to oil that part quickly. Just give it some oil. Alright, this little rod here. We want to make sure when the customer gets it back, they're happy. You know, it's working perfectly. It's nice and quiet. It's not grinding on anything. It's running smoothly. The laser's little motor isn't struggling to make it to run it on this rod. Everything's good. You know, that's how it should be done. You know, you want a customer's console to last for a long time. They don't need to replace it. I mean, unless you really want a PS5. But why would you want one of those in any case? They give so many problems already. Anyway, that's a different story for a different day. And there's no parts available for PS5s. Almost 2 years later. Alright, so yeah, all I do is I also just you'll see all of this stuff moves. So everything's like a moving part. So I just like to put a little bit of oil on the plate where they're touching on the plates, these little legs that go over, and then on the other side I like to just put a little bit of oil around. I just use the same oil that was on here. You can add a little bit more. So let me quickly do that. I just need to see, I know there's a bit of light shining there now. So I just like to run a little bit of oil. You can see where the scuff marks are on the plates. So you know that's where where it's actually where it moves, because you'll see it. Okay, that's the magnet. You'll see where they move. They move on there. So yeah, just run a little bit of oil. Doesn't have to be like a hectic amount. Okay, that side's done. What else is there? That side a little bit. This, you see how that lifts up and down. Give that some oil. This middle section around the ring. You know what? It's open already. Just do it properly. Okay, that looks good. That side. Just flip it around. Like I say, you can just add a little bit more oil on here, and then just dab. Doesn't have to be right around the whole gear, because it'll eventually get oil around the whole gear in any case. All the little gears. Okay. Don't be excessive. Just a little bit. Like I say, just a little bit, just to help the drive out. You know, just make it run smoothly. Why do you have to make the drive work hard when you can just help it out a little bit by giving the gears a little bit of oil? No harm in doing that. Okay, that looks good. Alright. Okay, now this side, obviously not going to use the same okay, cotton swab again. We want to remove these gears, so this just pops up from here, and then you get, oh sorry, gears, rollers, just pops up from here, and then you can just remove these two rollers. So let me do that quickly. I think from that side you guys should be able to see easier. There we go. So the centerpiece comes out, so this just pulls. So you lift it up slightly and just take it out there. That hole just goes into the gear there. That's out. We'll get the bottom out there. You can also use a screwdriver, just don't mess it up. There we go, pop it out. Same thing this side, it's got a hole that it goes into the centerpiece. Just grab that. Okay, that's out. Another gear came out the side. Oh, no. It's that gear there. Okay. Alright. Okay, we'll put that back now. Right, let's quickly do that. These gears here too, you can give them a little bit of oil. So let's use our old one that we had. Okay, that's done. Let's get a new one now, because what we need to do is we need to clean these rollers. Let's move this up a little bit. Same principle, just clean it. But like I say, we just use isopropanol alcohol. It just helps make it sticky again. So let me grab a little bit here that we use for our soldering and cleaning the boards. You're not going to be able to see probably on the camera now, but there's a lot of dirt. Yeah, I don't know if you can start seeing how dirty this is getting. So focus there, you can see a bit of a black spot. So it accumulates a hell of a lot of dirt. I've done a video on this one before. Like when your disk drive struggles to take disks in and out, what you can do, and this is the same thing I did in that other video probably about a year, 2 years ago. So it's just cleaning this roller, just getting all the grime and dust and everything off, you know, from the discs that run across it. It's pretty dusty, and the stuff sticks to it. You can actually see how black this is getting already. Okay, so this one's done. Let's do the other one quickly. Same thing, just all the way around. Give it a good clean. Maybe moving out of picture there. Alright. Maybe let's pick up the camera a little bit higher, so it's a bit more in view. Sorry guys. Okay, so that's done. Need to get the gear back quickly. That one's back. Let's get that back in there. Alright, so that one's back in. Spring. Okay, we'll put that in now. Alright, so let's just flip that around. Just a little bit of dust on the side. Let's get rid of all of that dust. Okay, let's get the rollers back in again. Flip it that way around. Yeah, it looks much better. They definitely look a lot better. Get that one around there. Put the centerpiece in. Hold that. Get that one in the hole. Lift this one up a little bit. Get them to go into each other there. Okay, there you go. Just turn it and turn it until it goes in properly. Well, it's not in this gear, that's why. There you go. Come on. Let me grab the tweezers here quickly. It's this gear here that's messing around. Okay, there we go. Back on his rail again. Look at the right side here. There you go, now it's in properly. Okay, let's hold that. Get that in there. I'm going to push it back probably again. There. In the hole. No, it's not in the hole. Right, now it's in the hole. Alright, then what I like to do, I like to put a screwdriver at the bottom here, just in the plastic, just so I can clip these in properly. So do it lightly, don't crack everything and break everything, just clip it back in. Clip it back in. There we go. Rollers are in nicely. Don't push just one side down because it clips out the end. Push them down evenly. Looks good. Looking good. Put a little bit of oil on this gear here, a little bit on that gear there. And then there's a slide here. You can put a little bit on. Just don't put oil on here, because if you put oil on here, then the disc slips. And then I like to put on these little switches also, just a little bit, just a touch, just so that the switches on the inside will also get a little bit of oil. Okay, there you go. So at least now when they're going in and out, it'll oil the little mechanism on the inside. All right, that's also done. Okay, what do we need to do now? Drop in the laser. We can actually put the top cover on already. Yeah, we can. Just pop that one on there. Wow, it's quite hectic if you haven't done these for quite a while, man. But it comes back to me. It's like riding a bicycle. Okay, pop that one in. One in the corner here. Hold that part of the drive down. And then this corner here. Okay. Turn around. Let me just check. Sorry guys, 1 second again quickly. I'll pause so you don't have to fast forward. Alright, so I messed up a little bit. Just shows you I haven't done this for quite a while. In this hole here, there's this gear, and if you don't put this gear back, it can cause you a problem. So what I did was, when I opened it, I didn't see that I lost the spring. I know the spring was out, but I didn't. Then when I wanted to close, now I realized that this gear is also not there, and I dropped it. So that goes in there. Don't lose that. Don't lose that. Whatever you do. And this tiny little spring. Luckily, I found this stuff on the floor. It goes in there. So when you put this cover back on, that section there holds the spring. Okay, so just be careful of that. I actually forgot about that already. Like I said, I haven't done this for such a long time, so I missed a little bit of a thing there, a no-no. Alright, so again, we've got to put these screws back and make sure that when you put a console back together, you put everything back together again. Don't leave screws out. We see so many consoles coming from somewhere else, and then they come here and there's no screws in the console. Half of them are missing. I hate it when that happens. Can't anybody just put everything back in again? You know, like these other companies that don't know how to do the repair and then come here and then we got to put all the screws in. We don't mind for the customer's sake, but the previous guy should have just at least put all the screws back again. Steal the screws. Steal the customer screws. Alright, so that's all back again. That all looks good. I should make sure that feels good again. Yeah, nice and smooth. Also, when you're oiling these gears, just don't get any oil on these belts. Alright, so now our spring and our gears in place. Alright, so now you've got to get this flex in here. It's a little bit of a meshing. When you pull up that clip that holds the flex in, just don't break it off. Because remember, that's on the laser itself. This is going to be very, very hard to try and get it on camera. Let me see, maybe I can. Alright, so no, that's going to be difficult. There's a different way. I should have actually pulled the laser out, clip this in first. But now I'm making it difficult for myself. Oh man. Let's just take the laser out because I know it's going to struggle to get it in like that. And then this video is just going to take longer. Unfortunately, repair videos do take a little bit longer than the normal videos. So just bear with me. But at least you'll get something out of it. At least you'll learn out of it how to do it properly. So the best way is actually to take the screws out, get the laser out first. Alright, then clip it in, clip the flex in. Still a bit of a mission. Like I said, on camera it's going to be difficult to show you guys because I've got to get the right angle on this. Come on. Wow, out of practice. Used to be able to do this so quickly. But I'm trying to hold it to show you guys and trying to get the flex in there. Okay, looks like it's in. Alright, it's in. Let's clip it down. There you go. Okay, so now it's back in again. And there's a line on this blue piece here. So make sure the line is in line with that brown part. Okay. Got the dogs barking. Okay, so that just slides in that way, clips in, down, slides in there. Alright, that feels like it's in. Oh geez, like it, man. Flip. Pull out the screws. I'd have to take everything apart again just to put these screws back in. Damn. Okay, that's in. That one's in. You see, spring has already jumped out. There's lying on top there. See what I'm saying? Be very, very careful of losing that. So 1, 2, 3, fourth one. That's how quickly you can lose that spring. Damn. Alright, so let's grab the spring again, put in the hole of a gear. Oi, 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 oi. Bring that down so you guys can see. So that little hole there, that's going to go inside. Okay, there we go, the spring's inside. So don't lose the spring, guys. Don't do what I do. Move that forward a little bit. Right, let's do it again. Okay, flex is in, everything's in. Get that in properly there, on top. Slides in. You feel it sort of clip. Just make sure the spring's still there. Yeah. Faffing around now. Okay, get that in, come on. There we go. No, hasn't clipped in on that side. Okay, now it has. Okay, so the screws, just going to bring the last few screws quickly. Hold this part down. Okay, that one's in, and the last one will be this one on top. Is it? No, I think I'm stuffing this up. It's actually this side. So you've got to try and remember where your screws go. But I remember now that the drive board goes on that side. Okay, those are in. Let's have a look quickly. Probably pop the drive board in now. I think before we pop the drive board in, let's rather put it into the console, because I know it's going to give an issue if I don't, because I've got to get the plugs in. So that's flex. We just hook in over this hook here again. Alright, let's just zoom you guys back out again. Well, not zoom you guys out, but just move you back out, just so we can get a full view of the console and everything. Let's move that up there. Let's get that out of the way. Alright. Let me blow out the console quickly. Right, looks a lot better. Just pop that over there, pop it down, flip it around. Get our drive in. Okay, it just drops back in again. Just make sure it's in properly. Okay, there we go, it clips in. Drive board. So the flex, let's just grab that. We're going to pop that around. Got to pop in the power cable. Okay, that's in. So that's why I never put it back first, because to try and get the cable in is always a bit of a story. Oh yeah, and we've got a screw at the bottom there. So let's grab the T8. Need that screw there. Okay, let's get that one in. And I'm sure, as far as I remember, yeah, this one holds that one down. Holds the antenna down for the Bluetooth, I think it is. Bluetooth side. And last one in the back. Alright, so those are all in. You can drop the board in now. Let's get that in properly, nicely, get the flexes out the way. This flex, obviously the shape of it, you can see it goes in like that. You push that little thing down and you put it in. And remember, when you take it out, also push that little plate down and then pull it out. Don't just pull it out, because you break off the little ears, and they break off inside the plug, and then it's a big story to get it out. I'm not even exaggerating. It gets damaged, sometimes you even need to replace the plug. Just grab the screws for the drive, top part of the drive, and we must remember to put the clamp back for the main processor also, because we took that out, because I'm so used to doing other consoles, or the PS4 Slims and Pros, where you got to take out the whole board just to get to the drive. The originals are nice and easy. It still take a bit of time, but it's much easier. Alright, we need a flat one. Remember, we need a flat one. I wonder if we're going to get this in like this now. Let's have a look. Should be able to. Yeah, it should go inside there. Just going to make sure there's a flat one that I need. So there's one there, two, three. Oh yeah, okay, you can just put it through the board, through here. Okay, the flat one goes through the hole of the plate and then in there to hold the drive board down. No, I didn't put in that flex. Okay, well the plate's not in yet. It's just that screw up in. I haven't put in any of the flexes. Hey. Got to get up to scratch again on these. Okay, so flex doesn't want to go in. Doesn't want to go in. Alright, we'll get you now. Let's get you in. Like I say, out of practice, eh? Jeez, like it. I think I should start doing these type of repairs again, so that I can get back up to scratch them again. Alright, that's in. Get in there, baby. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. Okay, there you go. That's in. Right, let's get this plate back in again. And then we just need the last 3 screws. Just to make sure I got everything like it should be. Yep, looks good. Okay, this one goes in. Unload hooks in the back and it hooks in there. Pop that in over like that. Alright. Okay, that's all in. Let's get our flexes in the back in here. Our flex, again, just push down the plate, push it in, power plug, and then we're going to put in the antenna. This can also be a bit of a story, you're not used to it. There we go, that's in. And then, processor plate. Just clean that. The rest of the console has been cleaned, not that one. Okay. Done. Okay, that's all done, and then the fan plug. Don't forget the fan plug. Alright, let's pop the hard drive back in. Okay, I just paused quickly just to blow out the power supply and hard drive. Just going to put these 2 screws back quickly that I did start taking out. Come on. Right, at least the power supply is clean. I don't know, didn't see any spider coming out of it. And I blew the hard drive clean also, so I didn't see any spider coming out there either. Alright, let's pop in the, let's move it to the side, there we go. Pop in the hard drive. What is this? This is a 500 gig. Yeah, it's definitely the first gen. Now, this is an old console there. I think the 500 gigs were like the first launchers in South Africa. They didn't even, where's my screwdriver? They didn't even have, they didn't even, well, the 1 terabyte, as far as I remember, the 1 terabyte only came out much later. So this is a very old console, eh? Crazy, eh? That they're still going. First PS4 ever. I'm sure this is a 1004, I'll check on the covers, but I'm almost 100% sure. Well, it is, because it's a 5-pin. It's a 5-pin power supply. Alright, let's pop that power supply in quickly. Where's my power supply cable? There we go. Yeah, definitely 5-pin there. Piece of spider web on the other side. Maybe he's still at their house. Maybe he left the console. Alright, let's pop in the power supply. Okay. It's in. Alright. I'm just going to move the mic up a little bit. Let's get the power cable in, power and HDMI quickly, then I'll flip the camera to the TV just so we can test it. Okay, power splice in, HDMI, carefully plug the HDMI back in. You don't want to bend the HDMI, break pins. Maybe we did a port on this one before, can't remember. Alright, let me just change the view here so you guys don't see all my cameras right around the building. HDMI 2. Alright, I'm going to flip the camera around quickly. Then you guys can see the TV. Let's flip you right round. Well, spin you right round. Okay, let's move it back and try and position it perfectly. Like I said, I don't edit videos, guys. I don't have time to sit and do editing. I've just got too many repairs to do. Sorry about that. It's live. It's live, as you see. It happens. Okay, cables in. Power's on. Need a USB cable to sync my controller, so I can test it with mine. Don't have the customer's controller. We don't like taking accessories in with consoles unless it's got something to do with that accessory that could be causing the problem. Right, so there we go. It's booting up. Controller's charging, PS button. Okay, perfect. Let's see if I can move you guys a bit further back. My cables are a little bit tight. Scared it goes off. Gee. Alright, anyway, we'll be able to see the disc going. You'll see the disc start up. If it's just been the laser, but I'm sure it's just going to be the laser. I don't see that it will be anything else. Alright, let's pop the disc in. Disc looks nice and clean. Let's pop that in. Okay, it's taking in. Spinning up perfectly, sounding much better. No clicking noise. And there you go. FIFA 2022. It is reading games again. So just going to check this. Does this install? Do you need internet for this to install? I don't know with the FIFA 2022. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit a like and please subscribe to my videos. You know, at least it shows me that people are interested. Alright, I see it is starting to install now, so it does install. At least then I know guys are interested in watching the videos. I think 99% of people don't subscribe. And for us YouTubers, it's nice to see people subscribing. It means that you know, we're doing something that people want to watch. And if you have any comments, leave a comment. Please leave a comment below. But please hit the like button, because that actually helps us even more. You know, the algorithm, the Google algorithm. But the main thing is try and leave a reply if you want to see any other videos. I used to do live streams when I had my other setup. It was a bit easier. It's a little bit more difficult now, but I'm sure I can do it. If you guys are interested in doing watching a live stream, the only problem here with us in South Africa, where our time zones are so different to anywhere else in the world. But I'm sure I could probably sit at night, late at night on my side, and do a couple of, or do a live stream every now and then. So let me know if you'd be interested in that while I'm doing a repair or two on a live stream. I know there are a couple of guys doing it now, but I just, like I said, the time zone is so different. If you guys are in America or the States, I think when you guys like wake up in the mornings, that's the time that we knock off work basically. So it's quite late. It's quite late for our side. But yeah, South Africa's time zone is very far out. I think even the British like our one president used to say, he's not around anymore, the British. Yeah, in Africa, one of the African countries, not our president, one of the African countries, the British. He didn't like the British, but anyway, that was his problem. So let's not get into that. If you're South African, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's end this video. If you have, leave a reply, hit a like, and please subscribe to my videos. Please, it really helps. It really does. It is installing, as you can see. It's just very slow. I'm sure this is quite a big file. I don't even know if this guy's going to have space in his hard drive for this FIFA 2022. If it doesn't read, I'm just going to pause now. I'm going to pause the recording. So if it doesn't read, I'll be back and I'll show you guys it's not reading. But I'm sure it will. It's probably just a laser. Like I said, this console is very old. Lasers usually only last between 3 and 5 years, and then they give a problem. It's like I say, it's probably that little laser diode that's burnt out, similar to a globe or LED light. It's only got a certain lifespan, and it eventually burns out and needs to be replaced. Same goes with the laser. The more you use your drive, the more the quicker your laser will burn out. Generally, they're 3 to 5 years. If this is still the original laser in this console, that's crazy, because then it's lasted probably 12 years. 12, 13 years maybe. I can't remember. When did the first PS4 original come out? Leave a comment below if you remember when it came out, or if you can find out when the first PS4 originals actually came out, or when the PS4 came out, because this is the first one. Just check the controller synced. Yeah, synced up properly. Yeah, so leave a comment if you can remember. I don't even remember. Well, I don't actually think. Yeah, it must be 10 years ago, at least 10 years ago. I remember when I started the business in 2011, I think it just came out, or just after, a year after or something. But yeah, if you do remember, let me know. Let me know in the comments. By the way, I'm Sean from Console Service Center. Sean, S-H-A-U-N. See, a lot of people don't know my name in the comments. So have a good day, or good evening, whatever it is when you're watching this video. And thank you for watching if you made it this far. And have an awesome day or evening. Thanks guys. Till the next one. Cheers. Bye bye.